Boker Tov, Shvua Tov, good week, good day. Welcome back to our base medrash of Tzvi. And we're getting closer to... First to a birthday. You know whose birthday is coming up, right? That's exactly it. Yossi Rabbeinu's birthday and yahrzeit. So, the question I asked, why do they Goyim observe birthdays and we observe yahrzeits? Here we get both the Yom Huledet and Yom Ptirah.
Let's start off the week with a bombadic question.
Okay, bombadik.
Here's the question. So Haman did a goyrel.
Purim.
Pur, and it came out on the day of Moshe Rabbeinu died. So he was ganz zufrieden. He was jumping up and down. Why? Because if it's a day that Moshe Rabbeinu died, it's a simin ra Yisrael, so it's a good day for him to destroy the Jews.
Right.
So Chazal, aber Haman nishkevos, that it was also the day that he was born.
Right. Yeah, so it's the bombadic question.
Bombadic question is, so what? So, Hare the Misa haraget yom haledalo.
Not really, no, the Hefech. No, he wants the Savior is born, that the one who is going to...
But he died.
Yeah, but he lived.
But for his purpose, his death, the Chur, was a simin ra Yisrael. So why does that make it better that 120 years before then he was born, but he died?
Yeah, but the answer is that...
What's the answer?
That whatever he did lives on. It doesn't make a difference. For him, death is permanent, finished. What does it say? Rishayim Yirkov. What does it say instead of Tzaddik?
Shem Rishayim Yirkov.
Rishayim, that when they die, it's finished. Or even when they live, it's finished. But a Tzaddik, Shenifter is, so...
Tzaddikim b'meisim akrum
chayim. So... As far as we're concerned, it's the way we look at it, not the way he looked at it.
But that's true. What you're saying is true, even if it wouldn't have been his birthday. Tzadikim b'meisim krum chayim, no matter, doesn't have to have the same day.
So the question is on the focus. He looked only at the negative. He looked at the fact that he died, and we look at the fact that he was born. That's all. I suppose that's But it's a good question, and if everybody wants to contribute to the answer, we're not even going to ask the Peugeot. We're not going to Peugeot. We're not even going to ask you.
It's not my question.
You hear this? This is not even a rhetorical question. This is a...
Many years ago, I went to a Daf Hayomi in Bayit Vagan.
Pedagogy.
I went to a Daf Hayomi in Bayit Vagan.
Yes.
From Issa Lazaruk, so Zangiz tremendous Talmud Chacham.
And he asked this question.
No, so his derech in his giving his shir, which always caused a big tumult in the Shtatfim, was he would ask a question.
A bomba question.
Everybody would start to scream and yell, why it's not a question, answer that. And myself at the end of the conversation would say, Mani Asakach Sha'el Rabbi Akiva Eger. That's what he used to do.
So who do you have?
Moshe Shapiro. Who else?
Okay. Ramosha.
He asked the question.
By the way, this is in a car, Dvar Torah, or is this something that is still out there and could be heard and seen?
Yeah, it's on this week's...
it's this week's?
Last week's, Parsha.
So you got me. You know what I mean? Because I didn't listen to it.
You're missing shiurim.
I'm missing shiurim.
Both of them. Last week, this week.
Wow. Bomba. So let me hear when it comes to Moshe Shapiro's answers. It could take an hour because it's not simple answer.
Right.
But I think what Tzvi is saying, we should post the shir, and everybody should listen to the shir. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I don't know if everybody's going to have patience to listen to an hour and a half shir, but it's a good idea.
So let me hear at least a hint towards the answer. That the fact that Moshe Rabbeinu died, that's the way Haman but we phrase
I'll give you a very bekitzer answer.
yes. Now that you teased us.
The truth is that before I heard the shir on Fridays, I learned in the Chabur Friday morning. We learn Ba'ikar. We learn Kisvei V'Tzadok HaKohen. So in the Pri Tzadik on Parshas Shkolim, so Rav Tzadok writes that Moshe Rabbeinu, the Gemara calls a Talmid Chacham Moshe. There's an expression you've seen in the Gemara itself. It says Moshe Shapir Ka'omras, right?
Yes.
Why is he calling the person Moshe?
Because he's Lashon Talmud Chacham.
So the Gemara says that the Talmud Chacham is called Moshe. Why? Because when Moshe Rabbeinu was manchio his Torah to all, since he's like the Gemara said, there was a Tana that wanted to awaken his Talmidim during Yeshua, so he said to them, who gave birth to 600,000 people in Mitzrayim? And the answer was Yocheved, because she gave birth to Moshe. Moshe Rabbeinu is shakal the 600,000. Moshe Rabbeinu is the shoyresh, nishmasai, of all the 600,000 Jews. So the chelik of Torah that everybody has
is from Moshe.
So therefore, everybody's chelik in Torah is called Moshe.
Okay.
So Moshe. So the kids, that's what Rav Tzadok says. What Moshe adds to that is that on the day that Moshe Rabbeinu
was
died,
born.
Shavak says Shavak l'kol chai. It says by Yaakov Avinu. It says Yaakov Avinu lo meis.
Lo meis,
it says
right?
Lo meis. The Gemara says, "What do you mean lo meis?
Yeah, but
Soptu, chantu."
You're right.
Right. The other what? Moshe explains that Yaakov Avinu has two tzodim. He has a tzad of being Yaakov, the person who's a yochid, and the yochid lived like everybody else lives, and he died. Right?
Then there's the Rabbim.
Then there's the tzibur.
The Tzibur.
The Klal Yisrael aspect of Yaakov Avinu. A tzibur doesn't die. And the Gemara says in a Medrash Tanoim that Moshe Rabbeinu lo meis. So it's the same thing.
Wow, very nice.
So Moshe Rabbeinu lo meis because he is Klal Yisrael. The day that he died has a tzura of Leida. Because on that day, he's manchil all the Torah that becomes part of every Jew, the Chol HaDoros, and their Torah.
Torah Tziva Lano.
So therefore, the Yom Leida is really, it's not talking about
Mo
the Yom
Rasha,
Leida that he was born.
Wait.
Torah that's the Chiddush. We're not talking about the day he was born. When the Gemara says
it's the day he died.
The day he died is a Yom Leida.
Yeah, Torah Tziva Lanu Moshe Mo Rasha Kihilos Yachim. Mo Rasha is the word. Mo Rasha itself is Mem Shin Hey, has Moshe in it. Mo Rasha. So we see that the Yerusha is from Moshe. That's very good. Unbelievable. Bamba, not a Bamba question, Bamba answer, Bamba something to, and you say that that's hidden Nistar in the words on his Dvar Torah and Parsha Shkolim.
That's not Nistar,
it's Nigla. Okay, so today is Hey Adar, Hey. At the Bayana Rebbe, we talked about how Charlie, who is part of our group, is related to the Bayana, and this is the Friediger, the Bayana, and his yahrzeit is today Hey Adar, and it's also Avraham ben Chanoch Halevi Segel Bing. Now, did you know that in the U.S.
that opens up a
no, not big. No, but did you know that in the U.S. that they have?
That's what I'm going to say.
That they have a supermarket that took over. I don't even know. Maybe Osherad owns it. It's called Bing. So that's interesting. But we're not bingo here. Okay, Avraham ben Raphael Dubzinski Landau. You hear that? Middle name is Dubzinski Landau. And if I could read my handwriting on the bottom, Shmuel Avram ben Moshe Shapiro. Shmuel Avram Abba ben Moshe Shapiro. This is the Admor, the Baal Fus, Salektia, whatever it is. Okay, we didn't do our Tehillim, and we should actually do a little of the Tehillim.
We should.
And today is Kuf Chaf Gimel. I figured it.
שיר המעלות אליך נשאתי את עיניי היושבי בשמיים נדחי עיני עבדים אל יד אדוניהם כעיני שפחה אל יד גברתה כן עינינו אל אדוני אלוהינו עד שיחוננו
חוננו.
אדוני חוננו כי רב שבענו עוז רבת שבע לה נפשנו הלעג השאננים הבוז לרעי יונים
Acheinu,
Beis Yisrael,
Acheinu,
Beis
Israel,
Yisrael,
Hanesunim b'tzara,
Tzara
uvashivya, obdibei bayam uvei bayabasha. Hamakom yirachem aleim yotziim mitzara, lerevacha omefel yora. Umeshiva legeula hashla, bagola uvishman korib, v'nomar amen. Rabat sava la nafshenu. Feel hoben mir zich ungesättigt, satisfied. Aleph, Vav, Nun, Gimel, Ayin, Zayin, Ayin, Tes, Yud, Gimel, Tuf. Ungesättigt, satisfied. I don't know how it's so. Yeah, Sova Nafshi. Halag Hashananim mit dem Gespött von der Völker, welche leben ruhig. Now, Gespött is to be late. It doesn't make any sense how it comes up over here. And I try to look up different other translations. And Halag Hasha'anim.
What's the word for?
Well,
what's the Hebrew word that it's translated?
Halag
Lag.
Hasha'ananim.
Shananim.
Mit dem Gespött von der Völker, welchen leben ruhig. The nations that are quiet, it makes them late. Habuz ligeonen von dem Schand, von den Goyim, welche halten sich groß und sehnen uns mit Zar, hab mir schon viel gelitten. Gelitten. You know what is gelitten? That's like the great word for today. Gimel, Ayin, Lamed, Yus, Tes, Nun. Gelitten. Suffered. And it says, you know, feel gelitten. Mitzar gewen. Okay, that's my Yiddish for today.
Okay.
And do we have any?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Let me just check.
How's your Beis Yehuda on the Parsha? Did you look at
Schwer.
What? Schwach? You weren't able to look at some of the Agodas?
No.
Okay.
Nothing today.
Okay. Are you gonna?
The last where we had was.
Oh, don't.
Tracht gut wird sein gut.
That's true. That was, like you said.
That was the last
Think good, and it will become good.
It will be good.
And that's because of that sefer that you have every day.
That's right. Great inspirations.
Great inspirations.
Hope somebody went out and bought it. You can get it on Amazon. You know, I think it costs like $13, and it's a great investment.
Wow.
And I don't get any commission on the sales.
Oh, yes, you do. You get schar.
I get schar. I don't get any commission.
Not a commission. But there is some omission for people who've heard. Commission. Anyway, are you going to...
It reminds me of one time Rabbi Yoshe Ber Soloveitchik was made a call somewhere, and they said to him, "Could you please spell your name?" So he said, "Yes, S as in Soloveitchik, O as in Oloveitchik,
For real?
V as in Veitchik."
He did that?
That's what the story is.
Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. To each his own. So, commission, omission. Are you going to work today?
No, I'm still not up to it.
Okay, so, Mirz Hashem, Lech Zacha, my bracha.
Rotz Kitzvi.
What?
I should be able to Rotz Kitzvi.
Rotz Kitzvi. No, you should even walk. Like Tzvi, at least. Get going. Okay. I can relate to it. And, what happened? Okay, we're up to the yard sites. Mordechai Shlomo Friedman Biboyan, Ben Rabbi Yitzchak Shaya Beno Shel Harav Harishon Mesadigura Friedman, Nolad, born in Boyan, which is in Bukovina, Ukraine, and Elef Shmono Tishim Echad, Beniftar New York. He passed away in New York. Biyom Hey Adar, which is today. Elef Chamot Shivim Ve'echad. Nitma b'Yerushalayim b'Har Zeisim b'Chelkas HaChasidim. Imo Hayta Malka Bas Reb Yochanan Me'Rachma Rivka Ben Reb Mordechai Michonobel Aviv Apachad Yitzchak Haya Admor Rishon LaChasidus Boyan Shaya Ben HaGadol Reb Avraham Yaakov Misedigura Mishulshelis Reb Yisrael Merujin Reb Yitzchak Himhig Chatzer Nechbada B'Boyen עד שעבר במלחמת העולם הראשונה בשנת 1914 עם משפחתו לווינה. שם המשיך לנהל את חצרו באצילות כדרך בייס רוז'ין. לאחר פטירתו ב-1917 נתמנו 4 בניו לאדמו"רים, רב מנחם נחום, רב ישראל, רב אברהם יעקב, and the one that we're speaking about today, Ben Revi, Reb Mordechai Shlomo. Reb Mordechai Shlomo Nisa et Chavla, Bas Yisrael Shalom Yosef mi Mezbej, Leisha. בגיל 26 נתמנה כאדמו"ר בווינה. אחרי 4 שנים בשנת 1925 ביקר באמריקה, והחסידים שם ביקשו ממנו לעבור לגור שם. אכן בשנת 1927 התיישב בניו יורק. אחרי השואה ואחרי פטירת אחיו רב ישראל מלייפציג, נשאר רב מרדכי שלמה לאדמו"ר היחיד לחסידי בויאן בעולם. הוא ביקר 4 פעמים בארץ ישראל, ראשונה בחנוכה 1948. אז פגש את אחיו, ואחר שלא נפגשו 20 שנה. ביקורו האחרון היה בשבועות 1960. רב מרדכי שלמה היה אהוב בכל החוגים ונבחר לחבר מועצת גדולי התורה של אגודת ישראל ונשיא אגודת האדמו"רים בארצות הברית. הוא מייסד את הישיבה מספתא תפארת ישראל בירושלים. רב מרדכי שלמה היה 2 בנים ובת. את ביתו הבכורה מלכה השיא רב מנחם מנדל ברויר. אחרי פטירתו בשנת 1971 לא נתמנה אדמו"ר לבויאן במשך 9 שנים. חותנו של רב מרדכי שלמה, רב Dr. Menachem Mendel Breuer, who is the father of Nancy, היה פרופסור לפסיכולוגיה בישיבה יוניברסיטי בניו יורק, לא רואה את עצמו מתאים לאדמו"רות. החסידים חיכו עד שבנו, נכד רב מרדכי שלמה, יתחתן, ובשנת 1980 נתמנה רב מנחם דב ברויר לאדמו"ר ועול לארץ ישראל. אחיו רב אברהם ישראל עובד בסוכנות החלל, נאס"א. מספרים שפעם אמר אביהם רב מנחם מנדל בחיוך, 2 הבנים מרחפים בעולמות העליונים. How do you like that? I think, Charlie, if you're listening to this part of the shir, you wanted to correct me in terms of how Dr. Breuer considered himself, whether he was ever considered or wanted, or, here it mentions that he didn't consider himself mat'im, whether he was in the lineage at all to become a Rebbe. You corrected me, and I don't exactly know, but if you're listening, please correct me again. Merkos HaChasidus Boyan Hayom B'Yerushalayim, Reb Nachum Dov Breuer Mechahen Ka'admor. Bikuro Harishon Be'eretz Yisrael. Mordechai Shlomo Friedman. ב-1949 כשנסע במכונית מחיפה לתל אביב, הרבי רק הסתכל חוצה ממשך כל הנסיעה ושתק. חסיד אחד שנסע איתו רצה לשמוע ממנו דברי תורה ושאל, מה רואים בחוץ? הרב ענה לו, כסיב, דבורים י"א מבייס, עיני השם אלוקיך בו מראשית השנה עד אחרית שנה. כשהקדוש ברוך הוא יוכל להסתכל על הארץ כל שנה, יש לנו כאן מה לראות. Okay, that's עד כאן היורצייט של רב מרדכי שלמה פרידמן ביאן. Today is also the yortzeit of Avram ben Enosh Halevi Segel Bing. ידוע מורנו רב אברהם סגל בינגה. נולד ב-1752 ונפטר ב-1841. נולד בפרנקפורט דמיין. למד אצל נוסן אדלר, רבו המובהק, that was the Rebbe of Chassam Sofer. ב-1769 התמנה לרב בבית מדרש אופנבך. 9 שנים היה שם. התמנה רב משה מספתא לדיין ב-1778 בבית דין בעל הפלוא. בבית דין בעל הפלוא. היה חבר עם חסם סופר. ב-1796 היה רב הראשי אב בית דין בהיילינספילד. ב-1814 פתח ישיבה בעיר וירצבורג, תלמוד תורה בעיר וירצבורג. מחבר, he was מחבר זיכרון אברהם, זכור לאברהם, Shaman Abraham. Shamas Abraham. Okay, today is also the yortzeit of Avram ben Rafael Dobzhinsky Landau. Mechuna Avremela Chekhanov. נולד ב-1784 ונפטר ב-1875. התמנה כרב בצ'כנוב. ב-1820 הקים ישיבה בראש ישיבה. ב-1866 היה אבי של שלט חסידס סטריקוב, היה אדמו"ר. הוא חיבר את אבס חסד ויוסף אברהם, צדקת אברהם, יקוס אברהם, סליחה אברהם, סליחה אברהם. גם כן היורצייט של שמואל אברהם, אבא בן משה שפירו, שנולד ב-1784, נפטר ב-1864, אדמו"ר, בעל דפוס, סלבנקה. אוקיי, עד כאן היורצייטים של היום. אנחנו ממשיכים בפרק ל"ו. היום זה ה' אדר. אז עניינים שבאדם עובר עליהם הוא רק איסור עשה בלבד. אנחנו מדברים על דרגות של ענישה. So if one's over an essa, a positive commandment, so that's one darga. חמור מזה, עוונות שיש להם איסור לאו. חמור מזה, עוונות שיש להם מיסה ודי שמיים. חמור מזה, עוונות שיש להם חייב קורס. חמור מזה, עוונות שיש להם חייב מיסה בידי אדם ומיסה חנק. חמור מזה, עוונות שיש להם חייב מיסה, הרג וסייף. חמור מזה, עושים שיש להם מיסה שריפה. חמור מכולן, עוונות שיש להם חייב סקילה. ועל שבס, הלא ידוע שמחלל עושה חייב סקילה, החמורה שבמיסוס. Talking how severe someone who desecrates the Shabbos gets the most severe punishment. There's chomer avon shel isur Shabbos, halo b'chol avonos levad me'avodos lechovim mazolos karmelon de'im momar chas v'shalom v'acham hen ena momar l'chol haTorah kula. The person is a mumar, he refuses to do a certain, he's over that thing. V'ila b'isur Shabbos. If a person is over the Isur Shabbos, is the mumar Shabbos, kaimon m'shulchan aruch the misha hufkar etzlo Isur Shabbos over alav kam upon the fraisev Hu komer l'chol Torah. He's a mumar to the whole Torah. He is like a person, v'dino ka'ovi kachovim mamish. He has a din like a total Gentile. The im hudar in Yisrael, b'rshus echad. We're talking about a Reuven, if he lives in a community, tzarich liskar mimeno rshus kamo im hudar im akum. He has the same din as if he were a guy. Im shachat, af she'achad amalav, rosh hashachat b'din. And if he slaughtered, he did a shchita, and someone, Omed al-Gaba, was made sure that it was kosher, he did everything properly, afilu hachi, shchitas navela gemura, because he is a mumar, his shchita is forbidden. Itam hu, the ain bar zvicha, because he's not a person who can be kirisa, the poskim, the tam l'chol zehu, the mechalas sheshabas, kofer gamasib reishis. A person is mechalas Shabbos. It's as if he doesn't believe in the creation. And there's a footnote of the Chofetz Chaim. V'zel Lashon Rambam, Perek Lamed Hilchos Shabbos, and it's actually Sifkat and Tezvav, Hilchos Shabbos. HaShabbos v'avodas kachavim. This is the lashon of the Rambam. Kol achas mishtehem shkula keneged shar kol mitzvos. Avodas kachavim, a person whose worship is, if he transgresses that, it's as if he transgresses all 613 mitzvahs, and that's include also a person who desecrates the Shabbos. A Shabbos who os, Shabbos is his sign, shebein HaKadosh Baruch Hu v'neinu li'olam, the eternal sign, lefika kol over el shar mitzvahs, hari b'chlal b'shei Yisrael. Person who transgresses the other mitzvahs is a Russia. But a person who desecrates the Shabbos publicly, openly, Harika over Kachavim, who's exact has a din as if he were an idolater. His name called the Chachamim, called the rain. And that Adkan Lashon Rambam. Let's continue the main text. Kamo of the Chachamim. Valkain. Gam Onish Mechal Shabbos B'Skila B'Over Kachavim. And if he wasn't given the proper warnings, the hasra, then he still has the onish of koresh. Because Yira Adam, from this we could see, as Godel in Shabbos, how severe and how important the observance of Shabbos, the Isa, the Medrash Rabbah, the Parshas B'Shalach, Shmos Rabbah, Chofei Yudbeis, Amar Elazar, Baravina, Matzina B'Torah, Medavim, Ksubim, Shkula, Shabbos Keneged Kol HaMitzvahs. The Torah, how do we learn this? Minayim, Shabbos Shachach Moshe Lomar, and Mitzvah Shabbos. Amar LaKadosh Baruch Hu, Ana mi'antem l'shmo mitzvotzai, Maksiv Achrov, Ra'u ki Hashem nasan lachem HaShabbos. That's the Torah. V'nim and Avim, Minayim she'nemar v'yisu Beis Yisrael b'midbar b'chukosai lo chelchu. Maksiv Achrov v'shosai chelalu. Ksubim Minayim, and we're going to sing tomorrow. We will continue the Torah and the Nevi'im, Ksubim, how it's Shkula Keneged Kol HaMitzvos. It's equivalent to all the mitzvos. And with that, I wish everyone Shavua Tov, and Yom Tov, Chayim Tovim.